Agreed to. I call the member for Baulkham Hills.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Here we go again. More crocodile tears. More crocodile tears from the Australian Labor Party. These people that sit on the opposition, condemned to the opposition benches, hopefully for twice as long as they're on the Treasury benches, have once again offered up their crocodile tears. Mr Acting Speaker, when I was working in industry, those members opposite, they were on the government side, would privately, when you had the $10,000 to spend at Labor Party fundraisers, would privately come to industry and say, we know work covers stuff. We know work covers costing the government money. We know work covers an unmitigated disaster to the New South Wales.
The member for Maroubra has had his opportunity.
I'd love to be able to quote some of the members that are still on that side that used to come to me in industry and say, mate, I want to fix work cover, I can't. The unions have got us. The caucus won't let us. We don't have the political capital to expend. We're about to go in opposition. Their record in workers' compensation was an absolute disaster. It's hard to believe that any government would allow the system that they governed under to go on for as long as it did. How, in all good conscience, did they allow us to run into a deficit of $4 billion? When they sit over there and abuse us for the cuts and the economic rationalism that we have to implement, they should just think about how little we would have had to do if they didn't waste that $4 billion. Under their watch, workers' compensation became unsustainable. It was financially unstable, and injured workers were at their peril. This was a crisis for Labor. Now in opposition, they don't want to support the reforms necessary to clean up their own mess. Even more astoundingly is that they are committed to ripping up these reforms if they were in government. What a hideous disaster we would be for workers and employers in this state if we hadn't have come into government and implement these reforms. We are now reducing premiums to the point of 7.5%. We're actually saving companies money now. As a result, the government's under the Barry O'Farrell stewardship, workers' compensation is being cut in real terms. There are 25, opposed to the 28% increases that were anticipated under the Labor government. Mr Acting Speaker, as a WorkCover Director in 2006 and 2007, the now Leader of the Opposition, John Robinson, couldn't be bothered to show up to a single directors' meeting, but he wants to sit here and dictate to his opposition about the opportunities that they need. Mr Acting Speaker, beyond the fact that such behaviour is outrageous from a governance point of view, it illustrates the callous disregard for workers' compensation and the people that depend on it from the Labor Party. With this in mind, Mr Acting Speaker, perhaps we should not be surprised that the ALP's record on workers' compensation is as appalling as it is. I commend the motion to the House.
Order. Member's time has expired.